Yo, this may be the last episode. So, yeah. It's gonna be great. Took a 304 steps. I don't know why steps are added on here. It doesn't matter. They don't count to anything, and these aren't parts, so it doesn't matter. I guess it's to be like, oh, you did this in under 50 million steps. Okay, I was gonna say, geez, come on. Let us go. Great. This is his daughter. Other Italy is like this. Romano must also be. The other Dioras was Spain, so it should be fine. Shit, I wish I had a sword. A sword? Huh? You have a spare sword? Yes, you can borrow it, only if you promise to take good care of it, alright? Yeah, I will. If it's a sword from your place. Here you go then. My Excalibur, the poster sword. Out of curiosity, what if it breaks? What would you do? I might lose control at the point I can no longer distinguish between reality and fiction. After all, this is just a limited edition. I mean, why are you bringing a limited edition with you? But, that's not what I mean. You know that. You know what? I don't want it anymore. So what are you going to do? What should we focus on from now on? Well, we haven't decided it. We're in a deadlock, remember? Actually, West, what do you want to do? We have so much to do, and yet I have no idea where to start. What should be our priorities? To put it simply, should be to escape, or Spain and Romano, right? Italy's face got dirty when he fell. I think I have a handkerchief. What? What's wrong? Italy? Hey, what's wrong? Italy! Japan? Is he waking up? Is the boy waking up? Here are the final clues. See, if I knew that, I would have been like, hey. Let me see. However, I will definitely try my hardest to make the ending based on the clips from the extra. Look forward to it. We should only... Let's actually see if I... where the... Hold on. I don't have paper. Dang it. Hold on. Take a selfie. Okay, I remembered it. Okay. What do I... Does it just continue? I guess I get out. How the hell do I, how do I do this one? So, you're probably wondering, why is this a black screen? Well, this was kind of the original that was translated from Russian to English. There is no ending. Reason being, let's just say there was a tsunami in 2011 that practically destroyed all the creator stuff, and this was included. Now, mind you, I don't care, because I can make up a scenario whatever I want. Now, mind you, I will say that this fandom has been very toxic with this game in particular. I'm very surprised that Dream Hetalia didn't have the same. I'm sure at some points Dream Hetalia was like, I'm going to drop and leave, because, yeah, the fan base can be pretty toxic. Now, mind you, the creator does not want anything to do with Hitoni, which, understandable. There is someone named Cookie that I may want to play. They were going to do part 2, but at the same time, I may not. at this point, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm willing to see it too. The art does look pretty in that too. So, let's make up our fake stories. Spain and Romano realize they are stuck in one of the timelines. They meet England and ask him to take him back in time. He doesn't believe them. Romano tries to tell him that Italy is hurt. He doesn't know for sure, but since he felt this intense pain, he kind of just put two and two together. They stick around England a bit and they run into America. To not raise suspicion with the others now coming around, they say that they heard from Italy, who is still missing in action. They break off into groups shortly after. Prussia, Germany, and Japan, as America, England, Spain, and Romano go off to the piano room. While there, America is attacked and killed by the monster, and they run down to the jail. While there, England says he will bring them back in time using what little magic he has left. He leaves a message to America in the box, found early in the fourth timeline. If I do recall, that's where it was, possibly? If I get it wrong? Italy dies, and this is where Germany and Japan from the fourth timeline come in. Spain and Romano are brought to the beginning of the fourth timeline and know about the clocks and so on. While in a separate timeline, far away in Italy's subconscious, I'm guessing, Italy, Holy Roman Empire, and the rest of the group just walk around the house and defeat the monsters with ease. The monsters only come out when someone wants to. Italy goes along with them for some time before going back to the first floor and finds the front door. He goes to open the door thinking it will still be locked, only to find out it's not. Holy Roman Empire is behind him and asks if he wants to stay in this realm where no one has to die or go save everyone. He decides to go back, waking up with everyone around him. Italy says the monsters are after him, so maybe he could just wish to escape, only to fail, so in a false hope attempt. Russia walks away with China and goes down to the basement. Another monster is there as Russia and China defeat it, dropping another book. The book is owned by the original owner who shows how to escape. Russia locks China in the basement and runs off. He begins finding a way out, pulling out another book. This one talking about the monsters and what they are. The monsters are basically people who lost their minds going back in time with the book, which Italy may become. Russia comes back up to the rest of the group, not telling them about the book, because I forgot to mention that he took it until now, as the group goes to find China. Russia comes back and China attacks him. He's confused as China realizes he's from another timeline. Russia begins helping him as he reveals that he was the last one alive and thought he had died. China asks what he knows, which is almost none because he had just gotten there, and the two figure out that they can escape using the books, but they will need the one that is in the original timeline. They find England's box, which can teleport China back to the others. Russia and China agreed to help each other in their own timeline, and that's where Russia comes into being in the fourth timeline. Prussia begins hearing voices more and more, realizing it's coming from one of the timelines. He goes towards where the voice is telling him to go, which is on the third floor with the Mochi. America follows secretly behind Prussia, following the Mochi. The Mochi goes upstairs to the fifth floor where the Mochi begins bouncing around. The Mochi begins speaking in England's voice. America comes out as England reveals where the last book is. America asks if he could help fix England's eyes and tells him that the rest of his magic that he does have could be used, but it won't be 100% fixed. But once he got out, he could potentially fully heal himself better. The last book is under the floor in the room Germany created, as America gives his partial magic to England, who could see with the help of bright light.
Oi, Jacques, why are you green?
They combine the books together, having to fight a giant and stronger monster only to barely make it. The house begins to shake and they run out. They barely escape as they continue running towards the others. The further away they get, the more weird things become. The monsters start targeting Italy as they begin killing them, getting further away from the house. England starts getting more of his vision back and things just go back to normal. With all the monsters around, all the nations begin to fight as the house falls. Out comes the final boss, and everyone goes to fight. They win, and everything with the house is gone. A few weeks later, the game is at Japan's place, as everything seemingly goes back to normal. We get a snippet of the house forming back together, and that's the end.
Magic metal pipe of pain!